quarterbacks. We're going to go over duo from your guys' perspective. All right, so duo, it's a run play. There's always going to be a run mesh. All right, there's always going to be a run mesh. So for duo left, quarterback is going to turn to his left. So your eyes should be facing the sideline, if you can picture that. Your toes and your eyes are going to be facing this sideline right here. All right, the two back is going to take a quick slide step to the side, and he's going to aim for the play side. He's going to aim for the right leg of the left guard. All right, so during this mesh right here, there's sometimes where it's just going to be a straight give. All right, where it's just going to be a straight give, where our X receiver is blocking, sometimes digging, but blocking. Z's blocking, Y's blocking, and we're just going to go ahead and just run the ball. But there are going to be times where we're going to tag routes. And then I'll just give you kind of the most basic example. All right, that should be like that. I'm just going to give you the most basic example. So let's see here. So this is an important concept to understand right here. All right, so this red space right here, I'm going to refer to that as the box. That's like the run box, okay? Those are the people that have direct influence in our running game. All right, so if you can count our players, how many blockers do we have? We have our 5 offensive linemen, and we have our 3 backs. So we have 6 blockers. All right, so offensive line here, when they see this, they're going to call this a 42. This is a 4-2. So in the run box right now, we have 6 defenders. So we have a situation right now, 6-on-6. That's awesome. You know, we're happy about that. As a play caller, I'm happy. I want you to hand the ball off, but I also see 2 guys here who could potentially get involved in the run box, right? This guy right here and this guy right here. Both of those guys are close enough, especially him, where if they wanted to enter the run fit, they could do that. So this is what I want you to think about. All right. So this hitch right here, this corner has so much space back here to cover that it's not fair to put him. It's not fair to put him there. Like post snap, he's going to be like here, right? He's bailing. He's got to cover his third, his deep area. So he's bailing. So this space right here is wide open if he adds into the run fit. So what the RPO is here, you're reading this guy. If this guy decides to come try to make a tackle here, you can pull the football, flip your hips, and throw this hitch. And really, he should be a little wider. He should be like right about here. All right, so if he enters the run fit, you can pull the ball, and we'll work on the fundamentals. I'll show you some videos of some NCAA guys doing it. All right, and you can put the ball right here on this hitch. So I want you to think about this too. So this is the other guy who has a chance to enter into the run fit. All right, this guy right here. So, but if we're handing the ball off to the left, if you could stand up right now and try this, I want you to picture trying to hand the ball off here out of the pistol on the left side and read a guy here on the backside, flip your hips 180 degrees, whatever that is, and fire a ball right here. There's not a lot of people that can do that. You know, I'm not going to ask you to do that. If we find out in the future that you guys are some of the guys that are able to do that, then we'll try it. But for right now, post snap, we're only reading this guy, only reading the guy that you can directly see in your vision on the handoff. So say, for example, we were handing off on the right. Let's just say it was let's just say it was duo right. So duo right. So he's going here. And the quarterback, you would be facing this sideline, right? Then this guy's in your line of sight, and that could be your post-snap RPO. You could mesh it. You see him run into the box, pull it, and you can throw your little hitch right here. All right. So that being said, let's just go back to duo left. So let's just say we have duo left called, and then pre-snap. This is something that can happen. Let's just say this guy starts to walk up like he's going to blitz off the edge. And then normally what will happen is that this guy will have to cheat over here. And it's probably going to be some form of man. Let's just say that happens. You see this right here. All right. This is always available for you pre-snap. What I don't want is I don't want you to turn to the left, mesh this, try to read the backside situation that's going on around here, flip your hips 180 degrees and make this throw. I don't think that's worth it. I'd rather just hand off, I'd rather just hand the ball off because it's not the end of the world if this guy tries to add, and he probably won't even make the tackle anyway, right? But pre-snap, all right, you're calling your cadence. You see this guy like this, and you like this look right here. I have no problem with that. It's you just catch the ball, rock and fire, and throw it. He's going to be running his duo, and you're just not going to be there, and that's okay. And two back, when that does happen, I want you to just secure the A gaps. Just secure the A gaps. Make sure that if there is anybody who's, kind of advancing vertically towards us, get your hands on him and slow him down. Just get some time for our quarterback to make that throw. All right. So there's other things that we can do. We don't have to run hitches. We can run bubble screens, now screens. There's a lot of stuff. Most of it is going to attack horizontally. And it's going to be us taking advantage of these two defenders. All right, these two defenders. We want to make sure that they have the same amount of guys in the box that we do. And if they're trying to take advantage of us and play like a 4-3, right, we need to be able to hit this all day. Like this becomes straight one-on-one. If he does try to play us like pressed, we got to be able to work our deep routes and really win that matchup. We can't allow them to play 7 in the box if we have 6. We need him to at least have to think about this, right? And same thing over here. We can't have him just not respecting what we're doing out here, right? And that's kind of my job and your job is to make sure that these guys are not just adding into the box and making tackles at 2 yards or behind the line of scrimmage or even at 4 or 5 yards. We want them, if they're making a tackle, I want them to be waiting. Oh, shoot. Go up here, make a tackle at like 6, 7, 8 yards, maybe more. All right. And at the end of the day, too, running back, you understand we don't have those guys blocked. It's your job. You should be able to make a guy or two miss. All right. So we're going to get a live look here at the same screen that we just had. All right. This is just what it's going to look like on the field. So this red space right here, this is what we're going to call the run box. So let's count again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 blockers. Right, for when we're running duo. We have 6 blockers. So this box right here, the center, when he comes up to the line of scrimmage, he's going to tell you whether it's a 4-2, a 4-3, 5-2, 3-4, whatever it ends up being. So this run box right here is a 4-2. All right, we're going to call this a 4-2. Really, he should be shaded over a little bit, or he would be shaded over a little bit, but we're going to call this a 4-2. So just so that you know, all right, we have a 6-on-6 situation. So that's good. So we want to run the ball into that. But it's your job now. You got to identify who are what we're going to call our plus ones. Who are the guys who are going to try to enter into that run fit? So we kind of figured it out earlier. It's going to be this guy, right? He's kind of a conflict defender is what we'll refer to him as too. So he has 2 jobs. He's in conflict, right? He's either going to add in to go make a tackle here, or he's going to go out here to cover the flats, right? Because the corner, he's got to protect deep. He can't just sit on things, so he's got to get some depth, right? So that opens up a hitch. That's his job, is to get out there. So he has 2 jobs. All right, so what we want to do in this mesh is we want to make him make a choice. Which job is he going to do? And if he just stays put and does nothing, right, that's fine. Just hand the ball off. That's really all we're trying to do anyway. right? You'll know. If it's going to be a pull and throw, you'll know. All right, you'll know. So same thing over here to the backside. This is more of your free access throw. This is your pre-snap one. I don't want you to read this one through the mesh. I want you to, you'll see pre-snap. If he's coming, then I don't mind if you throw that hitch there, pre-snap. All right, so